Check this out. This is the shooting. I will say that the subject too was he spent 6 months. He was sentenced for his unlawful trespassing on the January 6th issue back when they had the debacle. Whatever your political issues are at that, it's not relevant for this case. It may not be. I'm going to pose something. I will say this before. If he ran, and this is just my conspiracy theorist thing. If this subject was pulled over by a traffic stop, and he had just gotten pardoned, and he went to get a gun, and he did get a gun. Just a question. What did they do to him while he was locked up to make him so terrified about going back to prison? Just asking. Let's do this.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Pretty well.
The reason I'm pulling yours for 70 and a 55. Any reason for going that fast today?
No, sir, I was just keeping up with traffic.
Okay, fair enough. You got your license and registration on you?
Can I put it in park?
Yeah.
I like the cop's attitude. Cop is good. It's a nice, pleasant traffic stop. Sadly, the cop did not deserve to be put in this position based on, I don't know nothing about him, but just based on the interaction itself. You know, just I don't like to see any person put a police officer in a position to have to take somebody's life.
Where you coming from today?
Church and my mom's cemetery.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that I'm a January 6th defendant.
What do you mean?
I stormed the Capitol. I'm waiting on my pardon.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't really afford to get in any trouble right now.
Okay. I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
I am driving without a license right now.
Okay, so why are you doing that then?
Well, I have to. I've been waiting for my hardship license. I just moved back from Idaho.
Okay.
And I had to move back here because...
I empathize, and I have been in these situations where people tell you their stories, and everyone's got a story, and I don't devalue it at all. But the problem is that driving is not a right. It's a privilege in the eyes of the law. If you guys want to change and you're a sovereign citizen, then go to your governor, go to your senators, go to your congressman and say, we need to change this. We need to go back to horse and buggy concepts and laws and make it so that driving is a constitutional right, not a privilege. In my view, I think a lot, if not most all state laws for driving vehicles are revenue generation. And I think when it comes to this kind of stuff, the only thing I can ever justify why would you hear somebody's story and not give them a warning? Go, dude, just go away. Just go away. Lawsuits. Just drive home. It's lawsuits. That's it. You pull this guy over. He tells you his story. You empathize with him. He drives off and he speeds and he goes, kills a family of 4. And they find out that he had no driver's license at the time, and the last contact was made on a traffic stop on January 26th at 4:35 in the afternoon, or 10. Oh, it says 10:16. Oh no, whatever time it is. T22 16:35. You're liable, or are you? You have officer discretion. There is, to my knowledge, because I've done it many times. Somebody's like 5 blocks from their home, 2 miles from their home, and it's like, dude, I don't have a license. I got to work. I'm sorry. Is do what you got to do. And I go, get the fuck home, man. Get home. I'm doing one of these. Get home. That's it. End of story. I did. It was not my DUI arrest, but we had a Marine, a kid who was just about to leave for the Marines. Big motherfucker. 6'2", 225, and he got stopped. And he blew on the PBT but the PBTs are portable breath testers. They're not extremely accurate. That he was a little bit over what the legal limit was, but he wasn't slurring. His eyes weren't messed up because he was big and he just probably processed booze better. No loss of balance. He passed field sobriety with flying colors as I stood by and watched the other officer conduct him. And the other officer looked at me and goes, dude, what do you think? And I went, man, It's supposed to be impairment, right? This guy is not impaired. So I flat out said, It's your call, but this is what I would do. I would tell him, listen, take your keys, put them in your pocket, sit in the back of your car. I know it's kind of cold out. We're going to drive around the block. Maybe in an hour or so, you want to get out of here. And we did that. But again, are we liable if somebody does something after that and they wind up hurting, killing themselves, somebody else, this, that? What is the insurance, all this stuff? So a lot of cops, for the most part, I'm at the point, I don't think I would ever give anyone a break if I were a cop again, simply because everyone's so happy, because it takes nobody anything to look up somebody's social media now, especially if you're a police officer and you gave somebody a break on something, they said did something, they're going to use that against you. So I empathize with this guy's driving position, but I have no sympathy. You knew you had no license. You put yourself in this position. Everything that happens, you chose to drive 70 miles per hour. Well, if he drives 55 miles an hour, it's going to throw a red flag up by the cop too and go, why is this guy? I'm going to run this plate. Oh, who is this? So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Don't put yourself in this circumstance. And that's sadly, that's how life is. So it is what it is. We'll continue.
My federal case.
Okay.
So I'm just in the middle of everything right now.
So with your federal case, why would you have to move back to Indiana?
Well, I had pending traffic violations, and I had to live in Indiana in order to qualify for the hardship license, but they didn't tell me that until I got my federal case, so I moved back to get my license.
Okay, all right. Well, let me see your license here. Okay. How many times have you been caught driving without a license?
In my life?
Now, that's kind of a setup question, and at this point, he can't go, officer, I just refuse to answer questions, because now, he's worried about the cop being a dick, but now the cop is asking him to admit how many times he's broken the law. So, it's like, this is why, just don't speak to cops at all, man. Just don't. They are not your friends. You made a decision. You're going to go to jail. You should have, if you would have been alive today if you just complied and just said, hey, all right, take me to jail, man. I don't have a license. It is what it is.
No, just recently. Like, how many, have you been caught with the suspended driver's license before?
Yeah, but it hasn't been for years, long time.
Okay. All right, Matt, hang tight for me, okay, and I'll get back with you, all right? Okay. Actually, you know what? Do you have the registration for your vehicle?
I bought this. I think I have the title in here.
Okay. Is that a Corgi back there?
This is a Basenji.
Okay.
Rescue dog.
Okay. All right. All right, Matt, hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
So now if we're going to do training on this, what's the right answer? What should the cop done? If he knows he's got a suspended driver, if he knows this guy is January 6th, do you leave him in the car? Do you take the keys? Do you seize? At this point, this is just me. If he's going to admit that he has no driver's license, and I can't see whether or not the what do you call it? The driver's license is like expired or whatnot. And he's alone by himself, but this is me. I'm asking him to politely exit the vehicle, and I'm going to wind up saying, "Hey, listen, we're just going to make a decision." I would lie. I would lie to gain his compliance. Listen, we're gonna try to find a way to get somebody to drive your car back or something like that. But for right now, do me a favor, come on. I want him out of the car. I just don't want him to flee. If I made up my mind I'm going to arrest him, I don't know what this cop did at this point, but I would have made my mind up relatively quickly. I want him out of the vehicle. But again, I don't have a backup officer there. But then again, I did a lot of stuff with myself. Most cops do. I would have taken him into custody. I would have patted him down, especially if I found out his status. He's waiting on a pardon. He's got no driver's license. I'm looking at him. I'm just taking the totality of everything I observe, and I want him out of the vehicle because I don't want him to drive off and cause more issues. And then I'm going to silver tongue talk him into getting out of the vehicle. Pat him down. Hey, man, I'm gonna bullshit. You got to know what the hell was it like to be in the nation's capital, man? As I'm patting him down, dude. No, man, I'm on your side. Holy shit, I can't. But fuck Biden. I would have been lying through my teeth to gain him, and it is fuck Biden, but I would have been doing everything I could to be on his side to calm him down and de-escalate a situation. And for those of you who are wondering what de-escalation is, that's what it is. It's like, you get what you're given and you run from there, man. You become a creative storyteller. You lie to the point of doing everything but promising. You cannot promise, no, man, I promise you I'm not going to arrest you. No, I'm not going to do that. You promise, man, I promise I'm going to do everything I can for you. I'm on your side, son. There's a big difference. Big difference. So you never lie to the point of making a promise because that's illegal. And then you fucking lie to gain compliance, and you get that out of the information they give you. So again, on me, I would have been like, dude, what was it? Fuck that Pelosi. Did you sit on that bitch's desk? I would have pissed on her desk. Man, well, I don't know. Why didn't one of you guys take a shit in her drawer and do all that? Whatever, man. But hey, listen, I'm going to get you out of here. That's not a lie. He might be going with you. You're going to get him out of here. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to go check some stuff out. I'm going to see what I can work for you. But I get it. Man, thanks for serving our nation. I'm going to get you the hell out of here. You say shit that gets them to drop their fight or flight response. Steve Lander, make sure you call in 708 or send me a text 708-982-0974. Being 100% serious. You say you like me, but I'm full of shit. I legitimately want to have a conversation after this. So send me a text so I can give you a call.
Hey, Matt, you want to go ahead and shut your vehicle off and step back here with me real quick?
Yep.
Go ahead and shut it off for me, please.
Am I under arrest or anything?
We'll come back here. I'll explain everything to you, okay?
So this is where fight or flight kicks in, and they say that like 70+% of all resisting arrest charges come the first time that a subject hears that first handcuff go click, and then the fight is on. So when you do this, you're under arrest. There's no way. Here, I'll role play.
Hey, Matt, you want to go ahead and shut your vehicle off and step back here with me real quick?
Yep.
Right when you do that, they know that they're going to just, hey, do me a favor, turn the vehicle off because I got to find a way to wind up getting, we'll contact your mom or somebody, this and that. You start doing some rapid talking to get them thrown off the scent of that. Come back with me real quick. Am I being arrested? No, dude. No, fucking lie. No, because right now they're not being arrested. You may be being detained, so it's not a lie. No. I got to get you. I got to get off the roadway because I want to visually explain all this, and I'm standing in the road, so it's not safe for me. Whatever you got to do to get him out of the car.
Go ahead and shut it off for me, please.
Am I under arrest or anything?
We'll come back here. I'll explain everything to you, okay?
This time too, it's like I bet you anything right now in all this time that's passing, the subject is deciding whether or not to pull that pistol. It's going through his mind right now. It's too much time. He rolled up the window, wasn't necessary. I was very infamous for opening the car door. Hey, dude, come on, step out of the car, right? Because it's a fluid motion. As I'm giving somebody a command, hey, do me a favor, man, step out of the car for me. And it doesn't give them time to process what's going on. And it's like they almost don't hear what you're saying because it's almost like it's the Jedi mind trick. It's like, oh, I got to step out of the car. The door's open. Just step out of the car. So I'm going in a fluid motion, step up, hey, and if the door's not locked and the window's open, hey, dude, just unlock the car for me. All right, excellent. Come on out for it. And I'm helping them very gently. I'll grab the arm. I'll take the inside of the arm. Come on, just step out of the car for me. And it's a guided motion. You're not pulling. You're guiding. And almost every time I've ever done that, it's just a natural human compliance to go, oh, I'm going to go out of the car with you. So, and you got to be ready, got to be alert. You got papers in one hand and your other hand is not free and he could be reaching for a pistol. So there's tactics that you need to be aware if you're a cop all the time, all of your surroundings, your circumstance, everything. Not to mention the fact you're on a highway and you got cars speeding past as you go. Yeah, all this time he could have been reaching for a gun. Could have exited right there and lit him up.
So I'm going to hold on to this real quick while I explain it to you. Okay, so today you're getting off with a verbal warning for the speed. However, you're a habitual traffic violator.
Shit. Bad tactics, man. Never, Never tell anyone anything that's going to be detrimental to them before they are in handcuffs, because this shit happens. What you should have done, and this is, so if we talk about use of force and how the subject is the one who dictates the use of force, this is where I also have to call into question about how do we not put the onus on the police? And I'll let this play in a second. But we know that he's going to get shot and killed. So legitimately, I'm asking a question for all the lawmakers out there. If use of force is, well, subject did this, so the officer escalated it to this, not officer escalated this because he thought the subject was going to do this. So as a supervisor for cops, as a mayor, as a sheriff, as a lawmaker, as a citizen, my question is, at what point do we stop allowing cops to give the suspects an opportunity to use of force? Because here's what I can argue too. You knew you were going to take this subject into custody. You knew he was a repeat offender. You got the vibe that something was going to happen. At what point do we say our cops want people to resist so our cops can shoot them, rough them up, go hands-on? Because if he brought him out of the car and he complied, it's very simple. Hey, just do me a favor. It's standard policy. I have to pat you down. I have to pat you down for my safety before you have a conversation. You do a risk control. You do that one, and just as you're putting, hey, just give me your backhand here. You go up very, very gently and slowly. You put him into cuffs. It's standard procedure. Whatever you got to do that. Then you explain it. But if you give the rabbit an opportunity to run, if you give the fighter a chance to fight, can we argue that that's because you are looking to return fire? You are looking for a reason to go hands-on and to beat people up? I'm going to start arguing that. This is a very big problem I have with law enforcement. Cops are protected by use of force when it comes to these issues. Well, the subject pulled out a gun, so the cop shot him. Yeah, but what could the cop have done differently to prevent that from happening? We don't ask that question. Well, fuck you, dude, back to blue. What did the cop do? Or what could the cop have done to prevent the subject from running back to the car to get a gun? Well, no, man, that guy fucked around. He found out. Yeah, because the cop let him. Officer, did you know you were going to arrest my client at that point? Yes, I did. Why did you explain it to him? Is there any law that said you were required to explain it to my subject, who was a habitual, repeat, felonious traffic offender, that you had suspicion would run, fight, or flight with you? Why did you just not take him into custody? Did you want my subject, my client? Did you want my client to resist you so that you had an opportunity to fire your weapon on duty? Did you? Did you, officer? I'm telling you, that is a sound thought in my head when it comes down to police tactics. I truly believe cops want people to resist so they can beat them the fuck up and kill them. I do. I really do. Let's continue.
Which means that you are at a felony status for driving while suspended.
Uh-huh.
So today you are going to come with me.
Well, I can't.
You're going to have to, okay? You're going to come with me today, all right?
No, I can't go to jail for this, sir.
You're going to have to come.
Can I get a ride?
No.
Are you sure? I'll violate my...
Just listen to me, okay? Number one, it's a felony offense. There's no leeway with felonies in the state of Indiana. Now, maybe if it was a misdemeanor offense, I could work something out with you, but it's not a misdemeanor. It's a felony offense.
Dude.
Okay?
Look at his hands are already shaking. He already knows that he's going in a certain direction. He already knows what's happening. This guy's getting ready to fight or flight. He's getting ready to fight, and the cop should have sat there. No, he should have been on the radio. Send me another. He's not doing it.
So that's why I can't work with you today with it. Okay? I understand your circumstances, but you understand that you can't drive. Okay? So your driving has resulted into this situation. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to put your information right here for a sec. I want you to turn around and put your hands like, don't you do it, buddy. No.
I'm shooting myself.
No.
And you heard him. I'm shooting myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, why are we blurring out the cop? Why can't we see the cop on this one? Why are we protecting an officer and not a subject? Why are we not doing that? What's I don't understand this whole thing.
All right, so I'm gonna hold on to this real quick while I explain it to you. Okay, so today you're getting off with a verbal warning for the speed. However, you're a habitual traffic violator.
I know.
Which means that you are at a felony status for driving while suspended. So today you are going to come with me.
Well, I can't.
You're going to have to, okay? You're going to come with me today, all right?
No, I can't go to jail for this, sir.
You're going to have to come.
Can I get a ride?
No.
Are you sure? I'll violate my...
Just listen to me, okay? Number one, it's a felony offense. There's no leeway with felonies in the state of Indiana. Now, maybe if it was a misdemeanor offense, I could work something out with you, but it's not a misdemeanor. It's a felony offense. Okay? So that's why I can't work with you today with it. Okay? I understand your circumstances, but you understand that you can't drive. Okay? So your driving has resulted into this situation. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to put your information right here for a sec. I want you to turn around and put your hands on. Don't you do it, buddy. No.
I'm shooting myself.
No. While suspended.
Yeah,
so
that's rough. I mean, everybody's in danger in this. You even see the cop. He shoots. My God, as he shoots, watch this. He goes right back into traffic. The cop could have been killed by a passing by car. He just goes right into the other lane of traffic here. Come on. Watch. He just spills right out, goes right out in the street after he fires. Well, you got tunnel vision. That cop could have been killed. So, I mean, ultimately, in the totality of the circumstances with this, I mean, good stop. The cop was put in a position to use force. Because one of the other things, too, I ask people is, well, he wanted to shoot himself. Why did the cop have to shoot him? Just because he says he's going to do something doesn't mean he's going to do it. I want to shoot myself and then put the pistol right up on you. So, I mean, it's hard to pay. It's a rough. Again, my question is, what happened to this guy that put him in a position to? It didn't seem like he wanted to shoot the police. It seemed like he wanted to kill himself, and he hurt him. I'm going to kill myself. That being said, the totality of the circumstances, I have to wonder what happened to this cop in prison or when he was waiting on January 6th sentencing and all that. And I'm sorry to hear all that stuff for him. So that's that.